So here we are, day 16. So a little bit of news for you. We're into week 3, and in this week there is an extra element for you. Now, what I would say is, if you don't feel that you're up to this, then you're welcome to stay on the 2 meals a day. But I'm going to give you the reasons that I think it's well worth trying, particularly as it relates to moving on after the 30-day reset, when generally what happens there, we can introduce some longer fasts that have amazing effects on the body. So let me tell you about the 1 meal a day. So what it is that you eat your meal between 12 and 1, and then you go until the next day, 12 o'clock. So that's the 1 meal a day. What is the point of that? Let me tell you all about it. So this period between 18 hours, which is your normal period, so you've normally gone between 6 o'clock in the evening and 12 o'clock, midday. So the difference between that 18-hour period and then it's the 23-hour period that we're going to introduce, is there's a big change across to mainly fat burning. So there's also sort of what's called moderate ketosis. In other words, ketones are being produced, which is the body's own method actually of producing energy. It creates ketones, and we can learn more about that later. What else happens? Well, do you remember, I think I've mentioned before, autophagy, which is the sort of cleanup process where the body it finds cells that are damaged. It recycles anything that's okay to recycle, and then rejects and excretes anything that's toxic or broken down. So those are 3 really good things already. Growth hormone also starts to increase, so that's another thing. Just really well worth a go. Oh yeah, a couple of other things. Mental clarity also between the hours of 18 and 24 really starts to improve. And believe it or not, the thing that starts to decrease is hunger. Now, obviously, your first one you may find a little bit more challenging. I don't think you will, though. I think that with what you've done so far, your body is already more metabolically flexible. It's already able to switch between glucose or the carbohydrate burning and fat burning. So I think you'll be absolutely fine. So have a look at what's suggested to get the food. Make sure you have a nice big meal, because obviously you don't want to have a very light meal and then have to go for 24 hours or 23 hours. So make sure you've got enough food in to do that. So it's written about below. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye.